What I have here is possibly the greatest snowblower engine ever made, and you've probably never heard of it before. This is the Kohler Snow Pro WH208. Personally, I think it's a thing of beauty. So this engine was designed in response to the closure of the greatest and longest running snowmobile engine manufacturer of the time, Tecumseh. And when Tecumseh closed down, it left a huge hole in the snowblower market for the engines to power snowblowers. Unlike other engines, snowblower engines have additional requirements to run properly that other engines do not. You have to be able to operate all the controls with thick, heavy gloves, including the pull start. You have to make sure that you have a warm area for the carburetor to live so that it doesn't ice. And you have to have special considerations for things like fuel pouring so that the fuel does not dump over top of anything electronic. These were all requirements that Kohler hadn't met before with their existing engine lineup. As you can tell, all of those features take a lot of design consideration and a lot of plastic parts. And plastic parts are not cheap to have made. Getting a custom injected molded piece, the tooling for that is extremely expensive. The piece cost is very low, but the tooling cost is sky high. So this was a very expensive engine to design. So why didn't it ever make it to production where we all got to enjoy it in our snowblowers? As with most things, the answer comes down to cost and timing. All these special design features to make this the perfect snow engine, unfortunately added a lot of size and weight to the engine. So the Snow Pro is much larger and much heavier than its 7 horsepower utility use brother. And while that extra size, cost, and weight was not excessive on the 7 horsepower version, it got much worse on the larger 14 horsepower version that was being designed. And when the OEM that was considering these engines decided they didn't like the size, cost, and weight of the larger 14 horsepower engine, it was decided that the program should not continue if a full lineup of engines that met the customer's need could not be created. So while Kohler did manufacture these beautiful snow engines and actually put them out into the world, they never made it to production with an actual OEM manufacturer of snowblowers. So you will never have seen any one of these engines on a snowblower that went to production, but you could get your hands on them if you knew what you were looking for. And today still even, I believe you can still find them on eBay. These engines were built in 2009 and mine have never failed to start year after year, winter after winter. It's a real shame that they didn't catch on.